A new survey paints a pretty bleak picture of workplaces across Canada. The Coalition of Innovation Leaders Against Racism found that 30 to 50% of BIPOC workers feel they are affected by discrimination that hinders their career prospects. Joining me now from the coalition is CEO Maya Roy. Good to have you in this morning.
Thank you.
So what did the survey reveal about the way workplaces are currently operating?
As you said, it was quite bleak. Over 10% of BIPOC workers felt because they had to leave their workplace due to discrimination and felt that they were judged more harshly than their white counterparts for doing the same work. So we've tried to do a lot more work since 2020, and I think the progress has been mixed.
Ottawa appointed a task force in 2021 to strengthen and modernize, it said, its 1986 Employment Equity Act. Why aren't we seeing the results of that reflected in this?
I'm not an expert on the task force, but I do know that when it comes to anti-racism, training isn't the magic solution. It's about having the policies and the procedures. And for a lot of companies, it's about doing more of an inclusive workplace structure every day. So, for example, we have a playbook at CELAR that colleagues at KPMG Canada and HP Canada have co-created around how do we show up for each other as colleagues, and what does it mean to bring our full selves to work?
Can you give us an example of that, to show up for your colleague?
Definitely. It could mean doing a bias self-assessment. It could be having an inclusion group at the workplace. How do we put job descriptions out? We also found that BIPOC workers feel that they're more likely to be held back for professional development opportunities. So things like reciprocal mentoring programs can not just help people feel more seen and heard at work, but actually add to your bottom line.
And is that causing people to switch jobs, to leave companies?
Yes, we found in the polling stats that 10% left their workplaces due to workplace discrimination. And when we have really important small businesses in Newfoundland or in the North, in the Maritimes, they need to keep workers. So we're trying to help with some solutions.
And we're seeing in the U.S. this backlash on programs aimed at fighting discrimination in the workplace. On Twitter, or X, Elon Musk wrote this, I'm going to quote here. You can see it on your screen. DEI, which stands for Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion, is just another word for racism. Shame on anyone who uses it. End quote. Are we starting to see something similar play out here?
I think so. There's definitely been a chilling effect, especially since the October 7th attacks. I think that it's important to kind of think about DEI or anti-racism. It's not so much about us versus them, but really it's more about asking the question, how do we build a more inclusive workplace for everybody in the company or in the charity or in the community?
So what needs to happen to address this?
I think it's about taking a broader approach. So at the Coalition of Innovation Leaders, we have government partners, we have companies like HP Canada and Siemens. It's about taking that broader coalition, holistic approach to actually unpacking some solutions and actually disrupting hate and racism in the workplace.
It's a great word, disrupting. Maya Roy, thanks for being here this morning. Appreciate it.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this, be sure to subscribe here, or you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.